Well, I've always wanted to get away. I've always been the person who wants to get away from a disastrous family who doesn't support you. When I was younger, they were just teasing me, bullying me, putting me under verbal harassment. And I grew older and it was much the same thing. But sometimes when I moved in with my dad, he was a little bit physically abusive, but most of the time he was just verbally abusive, like my mother was when I was growing up. And this didn't stop until he was injured and went on another mental trip to be able to relive almost as a different person. So I guess I was put under a lot of pressure to be able to be better than what I was. People wanted me to look different, be a different person. They wanted the worst things from me. They didn't want me to succeed. They want me to fail. And this is sort of the gist that I got a lot of the time when a person started arguments with me. They wanted me to fail in many ways. But how they wanted me to fail is always a mystery. Whatever attacks that they make up on a day after they realize that there is something I'm doing that's different. And they continue doing it, every day until you feel like you're the person who needs to leave. But I never did leave home. I left home for 5 years, but I never did successfully leave home. My 5 years of leaving home was a bit of a joke. It cost me money. I spent all my money on it. I felt as though I needed to move, but I didn't move in the right way. I moved into a rental apartment, and that ate all my money, and it left me broke. So, broke and tortured, I returned to the place where I had been before I moved, after a lot of arguments, and I began life again. And 8 months later, I have recovered to have a little bit of a bank account, but still not very much, considering my age. I always reflect the right things and the wrong things that I could have done and should have done, but then I know that things would never change unless I really make an effort to make things change. And it sort of makes me feel silly, makes me feel bad, but at the same time, I don't think I would have changed anything that much, because I don't think I am daring deep at heart, even though I'd like to think that I could be. So, with living the way I do, there are many issues about it. I think I lived too safely. I think I lived quite too much to the parents who made me. I think that I imprison myself with my tameness, and it makes me lame. In many ways, both as a social status and also as a physical condition. It makes me feel bad that I should debase myself in a manner where I'm not growing up, only living to grow down. And this is all because of my finances. It's not even the good decisions and bad decisions I've made. It's all because I don't have the money to run away. So, I guess I have learned from the bad decisions I've made, but every decision seems a bad decision, so much so that I think if I buy a house tomorrow or an apartment, it will be the wrong kind of place for me, because I always end up making the wrong decision. Say I have $10,000 and can afford a $100,000 house after 3 months. The house I choose will probably be the wrong house for me. And it might even prove to be too expensive. It might have additional payments I have to make that prove too expensive for me and my wallet. So, this would be very disastrous for me if I made that big leaping decision, waste my $10,000 on it, and end up having to walk away from that. a situation because I can't afford it. Those sorts of things are almost a fear. And in the modern day, there are some issues with modern buildings, which are probably not going to be in the future, but in the past 5-10 years, if you choose the wrong building, you might not like it. So this is what I think about when needing to make the final decision to choose the right thing and the right way to go. I do know that I'll probably choose every decision is going to be rocky until you choose it and take a week. But at the moment, I don't have to make that final decision because I just don't have the money at the moment. I don't have a job. I'm not earning a great deal of income, and I'm waiting to get that income to be able to afford my own place. And it is very important to me. And the reason why it's important is because I've been abused and used, and I feel like I'm not living the correct life for me, and it's all because I'm under someone else's shoe, and I can't give myself the better place, the way that I want things to be. I'm just suffering in the shadow of someone else's choices, and it makes me suffer. It makes me feel decrepit and old. It makes me feel like I'm going to die every few days. It makes me feel like I'm going to become a retard because where I'm living just is not right for me. I'm living in a place where there are druggies downstairs. They have the right genetics to create ghosts, and there are always things in the atmosphere which torment you in a sense because of the spiritual strength and what it can do to you. So I know this isn't the only place where these things happen, but there are places where there's a very low spiritual base. You live in an apartment or a house, and you're there by yourself, and you don't have to worry about it. You're free from any torment that someone else can bring towards you, and it makes you feel great. And that's exactly what I want, because I'm sick of being tormented by other people, sick of having people torture me because I live near them. I really would like to not be tormented and to be by myself so that I can do whatever I like, whether it's dancing, whether it's jumping, whether it's riding, watching TV. Just everything is going to be me alone, and it will make me feel good. But will I ever get that? I don't know. I don't even know how I'm going to get it. At the moment, my job costs very so I'm looking up. I'm always looking down. I mean, I'm getting some interviews, but it's not being successful. And it's making me suffer because I feel like I'm being slowly executed because we live near the sacrilegious. There are people who concentrate and make miserable lives for other people because of what they can do with their spirits and their drugs, and it all makes you feel very uncomfortable. And I hate living this way. A long time ago, I didn't mind living here. I spent a good 5 years here, and it was most comfortable. But in the past 10 years, it's been like hell. It's like the people have been doing the right drugs, have been doing the right things to release the right spirits. I don't know what they've been doing, but they changed things, and it makes you feel bad. It makes you want to run away. I've had people interfere with my life, and it makes me feel victimized and rotten to the core. And these people have been trained to be like this. They train themselves to be like this because they want to be evil and they want to be conquerors. And if you fail, and if you are defeated by them, then you'll be their victim, even in the hands of the morgue and whatever the human species does with your dead body. They will do without your permission. And that makes me feel bad. It makes me feel very bad, actually. It makes me feel like nothing. It makes me feel like I don't ever want to die and have these people win, you know. It makes me feel like I have to live on, you know. I really want to live on. I don't want to die. I don't want these people to destroy me. I want to live on, do my things. I don't even know what my future will hold, but I want there to be one. Even if I'm 30, even if I'm 40, even if I'm 50, I want there to be one, because I think every person deserves one, and they should only be victimized by their choices, not the choice another person has made for them. I should never have been victimized by any drugs. I've never wanted to be involved in drugs, whereas a person who is interested in being drugs, they can make their own story by doing drugs and being the victim of their decision to want to do drugs. But if you're a person who doesn't want to do drugs and someone else thinks, oh, that's uncool, and you need to have a drug because drugs are cool, make you grow up, you know, then I don't think that should happen. I think if you want to be drug-free, you should be able to live your whole life not ever being exposed to any drugs. If you want to be a druggie, you should, you know, be able to be a druggie, but, you know, if you have anything that fails you because of that, that is because you wanted to be the druggie. So I don't think anyone should be able to be hurt by other people who think, oh, that person's not cool, they're not a druggie, let's throw them a poisonous drug and see if they die. And if they do die, it's funny. If they don't die, you know, they'll, you know, feel like crap for the rest of their lives, for however long it is. So, I don't like that. I don't like people telling me, you're ugly, you should die, so that we can reform you with another spirit or whatever. I don't like people thinking you're so ugly you have to be killed so that other people can make you more pretty and more popular than you've ever been after you're dead. So I don't like these sorts of things because it's another person's opinion. You're not supposed to live under another person's opinion. You're supposed to be able to ignore them, go home and think, well, I might not have any friends, but someday I'll meet someone who cherishes me for me, and that will be love, you know. So, I don't like other people butting into your place, scaring you out of the home, making you lose your money, and then you calling back to whatever they've set up for you, and you having to suffer until you've got money again. I don't like all this stuff that's been happening. It makes me feel so bad, and I cry all the time. I go crazy because I'm so uncomfortable. I can't watch TV without feeling uncomfortable. I can't do anything without feeling uncomfortable. That's because of all the things that other people have, you know, set you up with. So I feel very bad about what's happened to me. And I wish things could have been different, but they haven't been able to be. So I should be thinking, what can I do tonight? Do I want to get married tomorrow? Do I want to go to agencies until I find a husband? Do I want to prostitute myself until I've gotten some fame? Do I want to have a baby? Do I want to... Well, at the moment, I want my own place to live. I don't feel like I can do anything. I don't feel like I can have sex. I don't feel like I can have a family. I don't feel like I can reinvent myself without being subject to criticism or harassment. At the moment, I don't feel like I can do anything because I'm stuck living with other people who don't think much of you. And if you ever change yourself, they harass you until you feel like you've got the biggest headache and you just want to pull yourself apart, really. So I definitely don't want to sort of flaunt myself as being sexual because and it will make other people close to me want to have sex with me when I don't want them near me, or thinking sexual thoughts about me. So, so I feel like I'm caught. So at the moment I'm concentrating on making money and saving money. And after I've saved enough money and am making money, then I can move on to the next stage, which is buy property for me. And hopefully I'll be comfortable in it and be able to live in it for a very long time. I really don't know what I'm going to buy, whether it's going to be in this state or another state. In the country, there are beautiful houses, two-story houses, even for $350,000, whereas in the city, $350,000 might give you a one-bedroom apartment or a townhouse. But I really don't know what I want, and I find that distressing because I want everything to be perfect. Other people have perfect lives, why can't I? But I find it hard to believe that I'll make the right decisions. I mean, I might want to stay in the city because it's central to everything. I've got every place that I've been visiting in the last 10 years or 15 years, and everything's at your fingertips. I mean, if I wanted to stay in the city, I would be battling this feeling of uncomfortable. Only good places can make you feel comfortable in a city like this because it breeds on having a damp, dewy feeling around you all the time. Whereas in a more tropical zone, they're exposed to other things. So, I really don't know what I want. Sometimes I think, oh, nice country house will do me. But I can't drive a car or anything, so if I was lazy and settled here and bought a place here, I'd want it to be the best place I've ever had and well worth the money. But I don't know whether it'll ever be a good decision because this city makes me feel uncomfortable. The energy in it makes me feel uncomfortable. And the drugs I've been exposed to make me feel uncomfortable living in these places. But I have exposed myself to places which are more comfortable. And if they stay as comfortable as they seem on the outside, then I would guess that I could enjoy living here as long as I choose a place where I'm at ease, feel comfortable, and I feel like I can live in a place without harm or injury forever. Or bad neighbors. But, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is I'm stuck in a rut. I've been looking for jobs. My old employments don't want me. New employments, well, I've been getting a few interviews, but I still haven't gotten a job. So it's all up in the air. I'm telling myself I should do the jobs, the small jobs, which I've done in the past to be able to earn myself enough income, to earn myself more income. But then I think I'd rather an hourly job than a commission job. Because hourly jobs pay you by the hour and they get you money. But I don't know. I never know what I'm doing. I don't know what my health is going to be like from one day to the next. I just feel like everything is upside down and it's a long slow haul to have things righted again. And I don't want things to go worse. I want things to be better, you know. And I want to make the right decisions to make things better. But sometimes I don't think I'm going to make it. Other times I think I am. And every time I don't think I'm going to make it, it makes me so upset. Because I do want to make it. I want to get over this period of distress and semi-annihilation and be able to live a better life. I don't know whether I'll ever have kids or have a family, but I do want to continue on. I don't know when things will ever change so that I can experience a happier life. It's just been sour and hard, and I've been freaked out and stressed out, having no one understand me, everyone picking on me, and it's been a long, hard time. And to make things worse, it takes forever for me to get new employment, and then I try and guess when jobs are a bit gaudy. It makes me distrust. I think there is a sense of distrust somehow. And it makes me want to wait for the next cab to come along, because the first cab's too gaudy to step into. That's a metaphor, by the way. And then I feel foolish. I mean, I'm just waiting, and I'm being destroyed and waiting, and I want things to change, but no one's willing to help them change things for me. It makes me feel bad.